What is up, guys? It is your boy Neptune, back at it again with another video, and this is my 2011 Charger RT Max. Alright, and before we really get into all the features of this car and why I personally really fuck with this generation Charger and this car in itself, how did y'all fuck with Dark Knight? I know, like, if you didn't peep that video, link is up here. Go watch that real quick. Just go watch that for me. It's a banger, I would not lie. But like, let me know how y'all fucked with that. You know I had to make sure I got the car's good side. You already know what it is. But once again, guys, this is my 2011 Charger RT Max, bro. And let me tell you, she is a beauty, bro. Give y'all a quick walk around real quick. You feel me? Now, on the outside of this car, I did buy this car with some of these modifications on it. I'm gonna tell you guys what I bought the car with and what I put on aftermarket. So, getting into the key selling point of this car, the headlights, man. These headlights are, I'm pretty sure they're called Spec Ds, Halo fucking LED headlights. Bottom line, they're nice as fuck, bro. They're absolutely beautiful. They really are eye-catching. They make the car stand out a fuck ton, bro. But these were on the car when I got it, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, before I got these, I would have never bought a Charger that did not have aftermarket headlights. Because if you guys know, the Chargers from these years, that the headlights, like the stock headlights, are fucking terrible. They're the most disgusting thing ever, bro. So I would not have bought this car if it did not have these. And honestly, the Spec Ds, like the ones that look like the newer Chargers, those are cool, but the Spec Ds just have a different type of vibe to them that you really can't beat, bro. And then honestly, there wasn't much for mods that was already done to the car. Under the hood, I do have I think an air raid intake under here. Give you guys a little sneak peek of the interior. So I do got the air raid with the heat shield, the big body. Also, this is not dirty. I promise. It's just gray. But we got the big body intake. I did add a catch can onto here, but and don't mind the zip ties. Okay, I broke the bolt off in the block. We're not gonna talk too much about that. All right. But yeah, we got the air raid intake in here, the big body air raid with the heat shield. And honestly, when I tell you, I love me a 5.7 Hemi, bro. These things are absolutely beautiful. And you really just cannot go wrong with a 5.7, bro. You really can't. But closing up the hood now, there wasn't really much. The car didn't really come with the stock spoiler on it either. But I can get into some of the things I did. The most eye-catching thing that you guys are probably seeing right now is this little lip on the bottom. This thing, man, I love this lip. It makes the car look super aggressive, honestly. Even from the side profile. Like, it just makes the car look 10 times better. It really makes that aggressive body styling with the aggressive body lines of this year. It really makes the car pop. Now, as you guys notice, there's no RT badge in the front grille at all. But the only badges I have on this car, and I did put these on, are the 345 badges. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Not gonna get too much into that. As for other things that I've done to the car, I did go ahead and add the Hellcat spoiler to the back, just because I feel like this kind of Charger with the Hellcat spoiler on the rear makes this thing look absolutely insane. And guys, I am sorry about the noise that might be in the background. We are in New York right now. It is snowing, and we're in a parking garage. It's pretty fucking loud. But, in the PLV drive that's coming out after this video, wink, wink, we'll be inside the car. The only noise you're gonna hear are this beautiful catback with the quad tip exhaust, you know? Yeah, speaking of which, I also did add an aftermarket exhaust to this vehicle, and I won't lie, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, bro. It's absolutely a 10 out of 10. The SLP loudmouth is definitely the best bang for your buck exhaust that you're gonna get for these 5.7 Hemis, bro. As well as I did go ahead, there was tint on this car when I bought it, but I did go ahead and throw another layer of 20% over the 20% that was already on there. Or no, threw a layer of 5% over the 20 that was already on there, and then left the windshield untinted. And then I did go ahead and tint the tail lights, as you can see. Let's get into the interior. So we do have the basic like 2011 through 2014 Charger style dash. Not too much to see here. There's not really too much inside of it. You can see my horrible gas mileage at 15.1. We do have options on this car. So you see FCW off. That would be my forward collision warning. We have that off right now because, one, the sensor do be malfunctioning sometimes. It's a 2011. Can't really do much about that. But the sensor do be malfunctioning sometimes. And then also it's really annoying when you're trying to, cut up a little bit. You feel me? But we got that adaptive cruise control and those things, and then, you can see your trip info. It's really just how many miles you went. You got tire PSI, which my tire PSI on the right side's a little fucked, just got new tires. You can see coolant temps, oil pressure, and then your trans temp if you're in drive. And then you got, messages and shit. My oil change is not due, but I did not reset it the last time. And then you can also just turn the menu off. And I'll also make another video about the mileage and how this car holds up at this certain mileage. We can get into that later. We got the heated steering wheel with the buttons, you feel me, with the adaptive cruise control. This is for measuring how many distances from cars that you want to be, and then you got cruise control buttons and your mode buttons. We do have the most annoying feature ever in this car where you can talk to the car and she does not like to fucking shut up ever. But we're not even going to hit that button because we don't even want to deal with having to hear her. Now, personally, I'm not going to lie. I'm a sucker for that 2015 and up Charger interior. But the more I've driven this car, the more I've come to like the sleek and chillness of this. Now, we don't have no performance buttons down here. It's pretty basic. Normal dials, no type of SRT pages. And in these 2011 RT Maxes, we don't actually have a sport mode. Now, I will say, from driving this car and driving a Charger RT with normal sport mode, this car drives normally like it's in sport mode all the time, especially after some of the modifications that I did that we will get into in the next one. You feel me? We got our heated seats, heated wheel. The navigation system on this car, I won't lie, I personally am not too fond of the map and the way it looks. I definitely think they did a pretty decent size upgrade with that coming onto the 2015 Chargers, but it's not absolutely terrible, it definitely could use a refresh. Then we got our travel link, basically showing me fuel prices, movie listings, sports, weather, all the above. Then we got our safety and driving, forward collision, blind spot monitoring. So basically, if you look into an RT Max, it's really just this. Let me put it like this: this was the best of the best that you could get in 2011. Like in 2011, you were not doing much better than this when it came to all this. We do got the sunroof up here. You feel me? We ain't gonna pop that open. We want it to actually be, kind of quiet in here, featuring the Team Neptune air freshener. But another feature that this car has that I have not even seen a lot of Chargers have in general, we got the heated and cooled cup holders. Now, if any of my friends are watching this, y'all know this is absolutely my biggest flex when anyone gets in this car, is these heated and cooled cup holders. But I mean, bro, if you had heated and cooled cup holders, would you not, you feel me? Would that not be your flex with the Team Neptune cup coasters in there, if you can see that? Now, guys, if you can see the back of the steering wheel, we do have two buttons on the back. These are really just volume up and skip song buttons. We do not have paddle shifters. I don't even think you can really get paddle shifters on the back of these 2011s, which is kind of sad. I mean, it's pretty terrible, but We do have the slap shifter, which this thing is actually like really responsive. Like I honestly, like when I first got in this car, when I test drove it and everything, I did not think that this car was gonna really, I didn't think I was really gonna fuck with the slap shifter. I'm gonna be honest with y'all niggas, bro. I really didn't think I was gonna fuck with it, but the more I've used it, the more I actually really do like start to fuck with the slap shifter. It's really quick, it's really responsive. Still kind of wish I had the 2015 and up one, but you know, we're not gonna trip. All right, guys. Now in the actual driving experience of this car, we're gonna pull out of this parking garage right quick. And honestly, I kind of want to let you guys hear it while we're in here. But into the actual driving experience of this car, I'm not gonna lie. Call it what you want. Call it a boat all you want. This shit does handle, bro. Like I will say, for like when people say these cars don't handle well, they don't corner well. When you're talking about a fucking GT3 RS, no, it doesn't corner well compared to that. But for its weight class and for what it is, you can't tell me that this shit does not corner well. And it doesn't, like, you feel me? Like we can bend these parking garages and not spin much, you know? Like obviously I didn't step on the gas much, but even still, like we can bend those, and we're making that. For the exhaust on this car, man, even stock, like I do have a full catback, but like even stock, bro, this thing sounds ridiculous. Like it just screams at you. Even when you're not on the gas, that little rumble is really all you need to get you going in the morning, bro. And once again, like the car's not ridiculously fast, but best believe you got a 5.7 Hemi, bro. You ain't finna be late to work, and you throw your heated seat on, bro. You're gonna be arriving in luxury. I will say it's a little difficult to get through some tight spaces in this car. Like you really got to put your angles right. But I ain't missed yet.
Yeah, he does that.
And also, like, you know, it's a comfortable car. You don't really have too much room in the back seat. Don't mind all my work stuff and the shoes and shit back there. But, like, it's not a crazy amount of room that you would get out of an SUV or the new Dodge Hornet or whatever. But for the size of this car, you get a pretty decent amount of space. Like, let me tell you, there's not really much places for me to, like, put my phone and shit. But, like, you can store stuff in here, have things in the glove box, like things of this nature, you know, maybe some walkie-talkies, you know, simple stuff that you would need in your day-to-day driving, you know. But like that's not really why you buy this car. You buy this car for that big 5.7 Hemi that's under the hood. You don't really buy this to have storage space and go on road trips and shit. You drive this car you buy this car to go fast and do Hellcat people things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, people might think like Germans or BMWs, Audis and shit may be better, but like I got handles on the roof. Y'all don't got that, bro. Like y'all don't got that, bro. If my passengers think that they might be unsafe, they're safe now. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're safe now. But no, this is an all-around well-built vehicle, I won't say. Like, and honestly, for it being a 2011 and us being in 2024 now, it doesn't feel crazy outdated. Especially considering, like, I mean, all this interior stuff is pretty much the same as the newer Chargers. It's really just a tiny bit more updated in the software, not even in the actual styling. Like, to make my shit look just like a 2015 up, cluster screen. That's it. And the steering wheel. And it would look the exact same. You would never know that this was a 2015 or 2011 from the inside. You would think it was 2015. But overall, in the driving experience of this car, man, it handles relatively well in like wet conditions. I will say, like, not like, obviously if you're trying to race on it, you're not doing much when it's wet. But like, I can hook up right there at a quarter throttle. I can hook up and, you feel me, and get through that yellow before it turns red. You know what I mean? Like, if those are the kind of activities you're trying to get into, this is a pretty well-rounded car, and it still has enough power for you to have some fun in. You know, you want to turn traction off and get a little loose. If you want to, you know, have a track day, you feel me? Like, y'all know what RT stands for, right?
Road and track. Right.
Rambunctious timing. Like, and what I mean by rambunctious timing is, you see, we're stopped at this stoplight, automatically being the KFC, automatically being a person that I am, I'm gonna come to this stoplight, I'm gonna turn traction off, and we're gonna ignore the police officer that's right there, and then we're just gonna hit it. And like, we spin off from lights, but it's controllable, you know what I'm saying? Even with the traction on, that'll still happen. But it's quick and it's controllable, bro. This car is so, like, I won't lie, it's heavy, but it's so heavy to the point where I can't really see people losing control of these cars. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really see. I don't know. You got to be really doing some dumbass shit to not be able to control something as simple as, like, your rear tires spinning and you still going straight. You know what I mean? Because it, like, not for nothing, it's pretty, like, it's heavy, bro. Like, it's heavy as fuck. It's not that hard to control this car. Damn, officer got a headlight out. Something I also want to say, guys, I absolutely hate when I see Chargers with, like, one of their headlights out, but, like, the LED is still there, because that just, like, it just brings pain to my heart to see that, because it just looks like that car is hurting. And I mean, it's that one that I'm seeing in my rear view, y'all didn't see it, but like, that one I'm seeing, it's a police car, so we know that car is hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Like, that shit is going through some pain. Now, getting into it, and really the only issue, like, if we're gonna get into the issues that I have with this car and some of the things that I don't like, the only real thing that I can say is, like, it's a 2011, it's a RT Max, okay? Some of the features, like, they just need service, you feel me? It's 2011, they're not gonna work forever. Realistically, that's not really what I'm mad about, and most of my features work. My rear heated seats, iffy, you know what I mean? Iffy if they work, if they don't work. Sometimes they work. Like, right now they're working, but like, if somebody was actually back there, chances are they might just not work 1 in 3 times. But really the main issue, I'll say, and this is more of a Charger issue, not even just for the RT Maxes, the suspension, man. The suspension. Now, personally, when I bought this car, I knew this shit had some not suspension issues, but everything on this car was pretty much stock. And when I mean stock, I mean, like, these parts were not changed since the car was manufactured in 2011. So control arms, struts, sway bar links, like, all that shit was kind of old and was due for a refresh. And like, obviously Chargers and Challengers, they're gonna have these suspension issues. It's a heavy car, a lot of power, a lot of torque. They're gonna have some suspension problems, but the problems I'm having with this car, like, right now, I do need the rear control arms redone. Like, they're not terrible, but they definitely need to be done. Like, the bushings aren't sliding out, but it's like, give it a year and we gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a little shit like that for problems that I have with this car. The motor has been great, had never had any real problems, you know, besides maybe those overheating issues. But we're not going to talk too much about that, okay? We're not going to talk too much about, you know, blowing heater hoses and overheating and spewing coolant everywhere, okay? Because, you know, if you drive your car conservatively like me and you follow all traffic laws and, you know, you don't go more than 8 miles an hour over the speed limit, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But if you like to race upgrade that radiator and make sure your fucking suspension is good. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am going to try to be more consistent. I know I preach this a lot. That's why I'm not even going to go too much into it. You guys are just going to have to see it to believe it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to do one thing for me. Make sure to do two things for me. Make sure to do three things for me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.